The last Vancouver Canucks player to score a playoff goal was Luca Sbisa in 2015, and that was nearly 2,000 days ago. That was 1,926 days since the Vancouver Canucks have scored a playoff goal. I would not be surprised if that goes even further, because this team does not know how to play the Wild. They don't know how to pass properly. They don't know how to break in properly. And they don't know how to get high danger scoring chances against a team that forced them to the outside, even when they didn't force them to the outside. You know how many times I saw Tyler Toffoli come into the zone with a high danger scoring chance opportunity, but he holds onto it. He goes around the net and he passes it to the point man. You want to see how many times Elias Pettersson has it with a good pass, he sends it over to the side, and this team just can't receive it properly? You know how this team tries to break it out of their own zone, but they do the nicest passes in the world straight to the guys in white. This team is not suited for beating the Wild, and it is not only Alex Stalock that has caused that, but it is the Vancouver Canucks themselves and their inability to get effective, high-danger chances. That's it. That's it. They can't protect their star players. They can't do what they can to help these star players succeed. And the one and only time their star players actually do get a chance, oh man, he breaks his own stick on the one-timer. How fortunate. See, this is why I didn't stream this game. This is exactly why I did not stream this game, because I didn't want anybody to see what I'm thinking out loud when I'm watching this team. Everything that I feel when I play NHL, I play the games, I see the plays unfolding, and I say to myself out loud, okay, go here, do that, drop pass, why did you go forward? You need to stay back. That is all I do when I watch this team. And there was a lot of this team that was so poorly played out, and this team just did not deserve to win this game. They did not deserve any form of fortune from the results here. And sure, you could say, oh, it's the refs, man. The refs! The refs! Look at the power plays. How many power plays they get? 0! Up until, like, the final 5 minutes of the game. Sure. But what happened when they got a power play, huh? What happened? Oh, they tried too many fancy drop passes and cross-creasers through the maze of top 4 Minnesota defensive prosperity with Dumba, Brodin, Suter, and Spurgeon. You're not getting your cross-crease passes through 4 of those guys, JT Miller. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. And now, Canucks fans are on Twitter just, talking about the game. Everybody kind of has the same opinion. The lights went out. The lights went out with like 5 minutes or something left in the game, and it was really interesting because that stopped up the play. And Canucks fans were using that as a meme, taking pictures like that and saying, okay, this is what it's like when you want to talk about the Canucks defense. It's lights out. Markstrom, you were good today. He led in 2 goals. The first one, he technically had it. I guess you could say, oh, he needs to stop that, because you could say that. That's definitely fair. The second goal he let in, that was kind of weird. Big double screen. Spurgeon, he scores a lot of goals. Alex Edler went down in front. It looked like he had the glove side. Markstrom was kind of attending to the blocker side, and eventually the goalie gets beat through the 5-hole. In fact, both goalies, Edler and Markstrom, get beat through the 5-hole. But to me, there just isn't enough to take a look at it and say, I have confidence in how this team goes with their game on Tuesday. And it's not even like changing one of your bottom 6 forwards into a Mac or a Jake Virtanen or an Eriksson. It's not like that's going to do much either. What's one random guy in your bottom 6 going to do? Because it's not going to change up the way that Tyler Toffoli isn't able to receive or make passes. It's not going to change the way that this Canucks team just keeps on dropping it back when they have good looks to going to the goal. You know who had the best scoring chance this entire game? Brandon freaking Sutter in the first period. And you know what he did? He took the puck down the left wing and he went to the net. The other D-man kind of backed off. And Sutter actually had the room to go backhand, forehand, but instead he just chipped it backhand and tried to go through 5-hole. It didn't work, but it was the best scoring chance this team had in the entire game. The rest of the shots, Tyler Myers' shot, what are you doing shooting low glove on a guy who's known for being a short goalie? JT Miller's shots from outside the hash marks, oh, he goes up high, no big deal. How about this team when they're out on the side and they have room to walk it in and take a shot? Nope. Let's just drop it back to the D-man. And then Tyler Myers, because it's Tyler Myers, he gives it up because he tried to make a pass to his other partner, but it was intercepted by a Wild player instead. This team just did everything wrong. And, man, it's just, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. This series is going to go on. We have Game 2 on Tuesday. We have Game 3 on, I believe it's Thursday, something like that. I don't know. Let's check the calendar, folks. Let's do that. Canucks. Yeah, schedule. Can't type properly, not really doing it properly. Yeah, so Game 2 is on Tuesday, 3 is on Thursday, Game 4, which would be on Friday, is to be determined. We don't know when that's going to happen or if it's going to happen, because, hey, the Canucks may lose 3-0. They could lose 3 straight and get that 12.5% chance at Alexis Lafreniere. But, it's just... I know getting a Lafreniere would be amazing. It would be the best day of this franchise's history, let's just say in, 20 years. But at the same time, this team getting there and losing, assuming they lose the same way they lost today, man, it would just be too painful. I don't know how I could deal with that. Maybe just put me in a coma and wake me up once the draft ends. But I guess if I had to pick something to look forward to going into the next game, I would pick the changes that the Canucks are going to have to do with Elias Pettersson, because this team just allowed Pettersson to get bodied so much, and it sucks because there's no star on the Wild that you could say is akin to Pettersson's caliber that the Canucks could go and rough up themselves. These star players always get the other team up and in their faces. We had this with Mark Scheifele literally yesterday with the Tkachuk hit. That was terrible, but at the same time, I'm not surprised Scheifele had a target on his back. And as this team plays more and more games with the Kotkaniemi incident and the Matheson incident, and we see high volumes of opposing players going after one guy in Elias Pettersson, it makes me feel that this team just has no comprehensibility as to how to protect your star players. Even with the Sedins, they didn't get protected either. They got Kessler, Burrows, LaPierre, all these big tough guys and agitators on the team too to do their part and get under the opponent's skin. But that didn't do anything. The Sedins still got pushed around. This still happens. And this team just doesn't know how to defend against it. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit here and get the video up and, not even think about it anymore, because the Canucks ended up losing Game 1. It's a 1-0 series for the Wild. I wouldn't be surprised if a week from now we say the last time the Vancouver Canucks scored a goal was 1,933 days ago, because currently it's 1926 since Lucas Spiza last scored that goal in the Saddle Dome against the Calgary Flames, all the way back 5 years ago. This team can't score goals, and we saw that tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video. So that's Ross 99, and bye.